Check it out, folks. We are back. Just gonna nip out and fill the old bike up. Oh man, talk about surreal. She's all washed. Not polished her again yet, but she's all washed and cleaned up. All pannies are off. I tell you, a real credit to these bikes. So we're back, we're all home safe, and we've done 6,400 miles in 3 weeks. Oh man, well, just wait and see. But yeah, credit to these bikes, not one thing in all them miles, not one thing. They've been amazing. Bearing in mind you've got them fully loaded up to the hilt and then lugging them every single day and making them work for you. Yeah, we're having to do about 300-400 miles every day. We never had one day off. It was definitely easily the hardest tour I've ever done. Unless you've been to America before and rode any part of it, you will have no idea just how big it is. It is massive. It's been brilliant. Oh man. I'll do what I did with the Norway series. So I'll do when I get my arse into gear, which won't be yet, so you have to bear with me. I will do a trailer to prepare you all for it, and yeah, and then the series will roll out as the Norway one did, on a Sunday and a Wednesday, I'd have thought. But it's going to be a lot harder for me now because I've got a little baby, so it might take me a while to get things together. But oh man, what a tour! Look at this, folks. You can just pull up, lift the pump and start pumping. It's been a real pain in the arse because over there you've got to prepay, so you've got to pull up, get your clobber off, go into the shop and say I'd like X amount on pump 7 please, and you've got to guess all the time. We did have it down actually. It got to the point that I think the most we ever put in was about $11. More expensive in some states and less expensive in others, but you cannot say expensive. I mean, you're talking absolute most 10 quid to fill tank. Most of the time it was around about the £6 mark, and here it's, well, we'll have a look in a minute. So yeah, so you're always either like $1.02 short in tank or absolutely brimming, and we're having to share it. So we'll be saying over intercom, has anyone got any, or does anyone need any more fuel? There you go, 22 quid. Does anyone need any more fuel? So they go and fill up and they'll be short, and then they'll come round and park up next to you while you fill theirs up as well.
Number 5 please.
Thank you very much. She's back safe and sound, back in the UK. We'll just go for a little ride and just do a pretty quick summary really of the tour and let you know what you can get ready for. Yeah, 6,400 miles, bloody hell, talk about hard work. And just because of the sheer size of it, some days we did have to, just sit on the interstate, smash miles out. If we'd have not have done it, then we just wouldn't have made it. We just wouldn't have got back to Vancouver in time. But the days we didn't do that, amazing. So we've obviously got some amazing stories to tell. You kind of forget them, don't you, when you're on tour? Those of you that have toured before, you'll know that you kind of, 4 or 5 days in, you're just thinking, oh yeah, another amazing scenery, another amazing place, photo, snap. And funny stories, whatever, and you just they just roll into each other. It's only when you get home and start rethinking about stuff or looking at photos or looking at your footage that you think, oh my god, that bit were amazing. We're in the day we rode the tail of the dragon. Oh, wait till you see that. Oh, you just wait till you see that, folks, because you actually don't realise. You just think 11 miles, oh, that's going to be over really quick. It's not very long at all, is it? But when you're talking hairpin after twist after off camber hill, and it's just like all the time. You've got no chat. You can't sit looking at scenery. You've got no time to think. Your wrists are killing because it seems like it's going on for that long. But yeah, wait till you see that bit. Amazing. Anyway, when we finished that, this is just a funny story I'm going to tell you. Pulled up into this fuel station in Tennessee. You go into it through North Carolina, and you cross the Tennessee state border halfway through it. So I was super excited when I saw that. I'm going around it. I'm like, oh, Tennessee. So yeah, dead exciting. Yeah, I pulled up at this fuel station just for a drink, because I tell you something, the temperature, holy crap. It was just baking. Every single day we're baking. absolutely baking, because there was a massive storm. Some of you will have read about it, coming up through a battery in Florida called Hurricane Matthew, and because that was happening down in Florida and South Carolina, it were forcing all the warm temperatures up. So, you know, we were just like up in North Carolina and only like a state away from it, really, and it was just perfect blue sky. We never saw a cloud for days, just nothing. It was amazing. Anyway, pulled up in this fuel station, and this old fella pulled up on in this massive, big-ass, airy-arse truck, like an old V8 Ford 350 or something like that, F350. It was massive, it was amazing, proper old school, but absolutely huge. Anyway, fella got out with, like, you know, one tooth and ball cap on and great big beard. And I said to him, "Oh, it's an amazing truck you've got there, pal." He's like, "Oh, thank you very much, sir." And I said, "Do you mind if I take a photo?" He says, "No, go ahead." And I'm snapping away, whatever. And I mean, honestly, it was massive. The side steps to get up to it were like, well above your waist height. So you got to swing your leg up to that to then pull yourself up. And I said to him, "God, I bet you struggle to get in that sometimes, don't you?" He says, "I tell you, boy, when I'm shit-faced, I can't even get my leg halfway up there." He says, "My mate found me the other day. I was shit-faced. I tried to get in the truck, and I got my leg stuck." You just think, shit-faced? A great big massive V8 airy-arse truck. And then he said, I can't remember what place he said now, but he says, "Have you boys been to such a place?" Which are in the area. I said, "We've not, no, we just come from the Tail of the Dragon and we're going now to, we stayed in Knoxville." And I said, "So we haven't really got time." He says, "Oh boy, you gotta go." He says, "You gotta go through that town. Every time I'm in this part, I go through that town, because you go through three little parts where they give you free moonshine. You get a little glass of moonshine, you go to the next part, you get another free glass of moonshine, you go to the next part, you get another free glass of moonshine. I tell you, boy, and you don't want to be drinking that stuff if you're not used to it. That stuff knocks your block off." And I'm like, so basically you drive through this town just so you can get shit-faced on moonshine and then drive home. He was probably shit-faced when we were talking to him, laughing his head off, and then as he did leave us, he lit all 4 tyres up and just zoomed on out of there, sideways down the road. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, we've seen some right things, and contrary to what everyone kept saying, we've not got pulled up one time, not even one time, and we've not met one person that were anything other than absolutely lovely. I mean, wherever you were, because of our number plates, you know, obviously we didn't see any more yellow plates anywhere. You drew conversation everywhere you went. You know, you'd be in a fuel station and someone just comes bounding over to you, putting their hand out, shakes your hand straight away, asking you where you're from, and nearly everybody also said thank you for coming to the United States. Genuinely wanting to, you know, genuinely interested about the tour and the trip. And whenever you told anybody how far we were going, they were like, "Holy shit!" I'll tell you something, I got sick of pancakes and waffles though. And shit coffee. But anyway, folks, yeah, I've told you a little bit about the tour. And there's loads to come, so keep your eyes out for the tour series. There'll be a trailer along at some point. My normal videos will resume now, so right, folks, thanks for watching. It's great to be back, and let the hard work now begin with the tour series. Come on then, let's get out of here. Well, what a welcome to Vegas this is. What a right treat. It's a bloody amazing place, absolutely amazing. We've ridden 4,000 miles together now. We arrived, we've done 380 miles today. Started off in Flagstaff, up to Grand Canyon, back down, and then all the way over to Hoover Dam, and then now we're here in Vegas. An absolutely amazing place, pool outside, mega rooms. We've been on the road that long though, we're kind of not talking to each other anymore. So yeah. Everyone's a bit pissed off with each other. We've been on the road that long. Everyone's falling out of it. Egon's really got it on him, look. They're all tired and grumpy and not really wanting to speak to anybody. So I'm just here on my own. I'm going to go out on my own and have a bit of, you know, me time by myself. Anyway, folks, join me. Come on, let's go. Let's go.